police power is once again rapidly expanding and becoming ever more authoritarian. The UK's main police monitoring body, the Network for Police Monitoring, or NetPol, recently released their annual State of Protest report, which was simply titled, worryingly, "This is Repression." This report details in really fine detail how recent policing legislation, like the Police Courts Crimes and Sentencing Bill, have effectively criminalised large swathes of protest action in the UK, pushing policing into what they described as active repression. They specifically detail how political attacks on climate change-related civil disobedience and Palestine solidarity activism have become the sort of central nodes around which police powers have expanded. And these sort of expansions include things like the expansion of what police can consider serious disruption, and therefore a lowering of the threshold of arrest. There's also been an expansion of stop and search powers, which are a major tool for criminalising black kids specifically, and an expansion of state security and terrorism laws, which have been used to criminalise the existence of the group Palestine Action.
Tension flares at a Palestinian Action protest in Trafalgar Square. Come next week, simply coming out in support of this group could become illegal. The Home Secretary has prescribed them, putting them in a basket with terrorist organisations such as Al-Qaeda and Islamic State.
Expressing support for this group can now come with a prosecution, a heavy, draconian prosecution, and in the defence of their decision to do this in court, when this group appealed their case, the government said, "We know this is draconian, we want it to be." They are aware of how authoritarian this is, and they want it to be that way. But this isn't the end of it. The Labour government is currently pushing through yet another authoritarian crime and policing bill, which builds on other recent legislation to do things like ban concealing your identity at a protest, ban climbing on monuments, ban protesting near places of worship, which is an obvious attempt to paint Palestinian solidarity as inherently anti-Semitic. The bill expands facial recognition powers, obviously combined with the ban on covering your face, is not great. And in a move which highlights the connections between policing and racist border policies, the police will be able to deport people who have valid limited leave to remain. So you can see the sort of racial elements mixed in with the protest elements, all within this sort of architecture of authoritarian power.